closed the door but heard it still. Your voice stayed low but lost its will. I used to bend to keep us straight. I took the fall, you called it fate. You held the calm but made me small. You stayed polite, I took it all. I knew the cost before I paid. You watched me break and looked away. But after I left, I could breathe. I saw the sky, not just the need. You called it close, but left me wide. You loved control, loved to hide. You asked what changed, I said enough. You gave me rules, I called that rough. I gave you grace, you gave me lines. I left the weight, you kept the signs. You didn't shout but shut me down. I said I'm here, you left the town. But after I left, I stood tall. I lost the fear I used to stall. You wore the love like it was pride. I let it go to stay alive. This wasn't love, this was a shape. I changed the frame to find escape. 'Cause after I left, I found the air. You lost the hold I used to bear. You stayed the wall, I found the sky. This isn't loss, it's just goodbye. Talk less now when you're around. Choose my words so you won't drown. I wear your silence like perfume, hoping you'll notice when I leave the room. I don't know when I got this small, but you hold me like I'm worth it all. I shrink for you just to stay close, hide who I am so you love me most. You break me down with gentle hands, and I say I'm fine so you understand. You said I'm strong, but not too loud. You're too much when I'm too proud. I learned to bend before I break, but now I wonder what it takes to feel like me without your name, and love myself without your frame. 'Cause I shrink for you in every way, to be the kind of girl you'd stay. I miss myself, but not enough when you're the only kind of love. I built a room inside your world and called it safe just to be your girl. But safe and small are not the same, and love like this can't keep its name. I shrink for you, but now I see the cost of love shouldn't be me. If I walk out and you stay still, I'll grow again, even if it kills. Her skin looks like lightning, mine just feels wrong. Her breakfast a painting, mine's cold by dawn. Her laugh fits the caption like it's made to stay. I save it to feel bad, scroll anyway. They say don't compare, but that's all I do. My mirror's a window and I can't look through. I'm scrolling through someone else and losing me again. Every perfect post is a secret I pretend. I crop out my chaos and filter my cries, but the likes don't touch what breaks inside. She's glowing at parties, I'm fading at home. Her face knows angles, mine just looks wrong. I dress up my sadness to fit the grid and call it healing like I know what it is. I shrink my thoughts to a pretty font and chase approval like it's what I want. I'm scrolling through someone else till I forget my name. They tell me I'm doing fine, but I can't explain how the dopamine crashes in silence and screens, and how envy feels like a part of me. If she's not real, then why do I feel like she still wins when I just kneel? I'm scrolling through someone else, but I need to see me not in reflection. But honestly, I wanna post without breaking apart. I wanna like what's behind my heart. You were kind when I wasn't. You stayed calm when I made it something. You held my hand even when I pulled. And now I wonder if that's my fault. I needed space but hated the the quiet. You gave me room, I filled it with silence. just couldn't stay. You never asked for more than real, but I showed up not knowing how to feel. I wanted love, but pushed you off. Said I'm okay, then cried when you stopped. You made it clear, I blurred the line. You held the truth and I took my time. Maybe it was me who changed the air. You were solid, I wasn't fair. You stayed close, but I looked through. I blamed you, but it wasn't true. I think I loved you, but not out loud. I think I wanted what I didn't allow. Maybe it was me who set this down. You stayed the same, I turned around. You gave the best, I gave you doubt. And now I miss what I shut out. We tried to stay past breaking points, held on tight to fractured joints. I said we're fine with quiet fear, but love can't fix what won't appear. We spoke in sighs, we slept apart. I touched your hand, but missed your heart. Turns out love isn't always enough. Sometimes it breaks, even when it's tough. We gave it all, but lost our way. You're still the one I let me walk away. You smile less unnoticed late. We filled the air, but not our fate. You kissed my head, but not my mind. And we both stayed past the right time. Some loves are loud, ours faded slow. We love too much to truly let go. Turns out love can't hold every fight. We wanted truth, but lied just right. You needed space, I needed peace, and that's how we chose release. Some goodbyes still make amends. Turns out love isn't always the key. We locked the door and lost the way. But I won't say it was a waste. You were my home, just not my place. I gave you Sunday in every storm. You took the calm but left the form. I told you things I never wrote. You smile once and called it note. I stayed when loud, you stayed when fine. You said I care, but drew a line. You got the light, but not the burn. I opened up, you didn't learn. I gave too much of me to someone still closed. I said it all, you just froze. I showed my worst, you stayed polite. I cried in full, you dimmed the light. You liked my calm, not what came through. You held the best, not what was true. You let me give, but gave control. You stayed around, but not whole. I gave too much of me in hands not wide. You touched the top, I showed the inside. I gave the pain, you left the song. You stayed soft when I stayed alone. You didn't break me, you just stood while I kept giving more than you could. I gave too much of me, and that's the ache. You watched me pour but didn't take. You held the smile, I held the cry, and that's the part you walk by. Found your hoodie in the back of my drawer. Didn't know I kept it anymore. Smells like last fall in your old car, like late night talks under quiet stars. I should have tossed it like the plans we made, but some things stay when memories fade. Your old hoodie still fits like then, not just the fabric, but who I've been. I wear it now when nights get cold, a piece of you I still hold. You weren't perfect, and neither was I. We hurt in ways we didn't try, but that old sleeve knows my tears, so I keep it close through quiet years. You taught me love and how it breaks, but also how a heart remakes. Your old hoodie still calms my storms, like your arms did when the world felt worn. It's just a thread, but means much more than all the fight. with no regret. And if I'm stronger, it's 'cause of this, the kind of love that still exists. Your old hoodie won't bring you back, but it holds the weight of what we lacked. And maybe now I see it clear. Some loves leave, but still feel near. I told you things I never told. I gave you word I still hold. I said I'm scared, you changed the frame. I said I'm here, you missed my name. I stayed up late just to be clear. You stayed quiet then disappeared. You heard the sound but not the thought. I gave you pieces you forgot. Everything I said just filled the air. You looked at me like I wasn't there. I gave you pages, you closed the book. I told the truth, but you never looked. I asked, do you know what I mean? You smiled like I caused a scene. You said I care, but left me the line. I stayed in, you skipped the sign. I gave you hours, you gave me pause. I opened first, you shut the cause. Everything I said was mine to keep. You stayed safe, I fell deep. I told my world, you gave a nod. I begged and played, but you saw fog. Maybe words don't mean the same. I said I care, you played a game. Everything I said I still believe, even if you didn't receive. I told the truth, you called it wrong, but I meant it all along. You're here, but it feels so far, like talking to an empty car. You nod but don't reply. I laugh but don't know why. Your hands in mine, but your mind is out. I tell myself not to ask out loud. Why do you feel closer when you're gone, and colder when you're right here on? I sleep next to you like we forgot how, and the space between won't shut down now. I watch watch your lips not moving much. You say I'm tired and I don't push. Your phone lights up more than your eyes. I try again, but nothing replies. You kiss me soft, but not like before. Like checking a box, not wanting more. Why do you feel closer when you're gone, and further still when the night drags on? I say I'm okay and let you believe, but I miss the way you used to breathe. I don't want perfect, I just want real. Someone who shows me they still feel. 'Cause you feel closer when you leave, and I pretend it doesn't grieve. But if you asked, are you alright, I'd say not tonight. You'd love the drama if it wasn't mine. You said I'm not ready for the 8th time. We broke up on a Tuesday night, then kissed again before the lights. My friends all say I should've left, but what's a lesson if not a test? You'd love the drama if it wasn't me. The crying in cars, the late apology. I lost myself in every act, but played it well and took it back. He bought me flowers, then made me cry. Called it passion, I called it a lie. We danced like it meant something more, then argue about who closed the door. They say I'm reckless with how I love, but no one warns you when it's just enough. You love the drama from the outside in, but I live the plot beneath the skin. I forgave too fast, loved too loud, but never once let myself drown. They call it chaos, I call it mine. Not every storm needs to align. You'd love the drama like it's a show, but I was the one who had to grow. So write your lines and say your part. I'll keep the truth and start from heart. sounds too small to keep. You said I made it harder, but didn't ask why I weep. I stayed for the parts I thought could be whole, but held on so tightly I let go of my soul. This wasn't the kind of love they write about or sing. It bruised quiet, it hurt soft, but it never gave me wings. And I kept calling it love, 'cause it was all I knew. But not everything you fight to save was ever meant for you. I wanted to be better, so you wouldn't leave. But every time I bent, I shattered underneath. I watched myself vanish just to keep you around. And when you said goodbye, I didn't make a sound. This wasn't the kind of love that makes you feel at home. It needed me to stay small, to never say I'm alone. And I kept calling it love, 'cause I was too afraid to admit the version I gave you was the one I let betray. Healing didn't feel like rising, just standing up straighter. It came like silence, like no more later. This wasn't the kind of love that taught me how to stay, but it showed me where I broke and what to give away. I kept calling it love, but now I see it clear. I was trying to love what was never fully here. I didn't notice the clouds had moved. I stayed inside with nothing proved. The mirror cracked, but I stood still, afraid to ask what healing feels. I wasn't ready to release, but something small began in me. In the quiet light, I saw my name. Not how you left, but who remained. I'm not whole, but I'm awake, and that alone was mine to take. I brushed my hair and meant it to put on a shirt that felt like truth. No song was played, no line was drawn, just silence wrapped around the dawn. I didn't shine or say I'm new. I just let go of needing you. In the quiet light, I stood not shook and saw the parts you never took. I'm not loud, but I'm still here, and that's enough for now, my dear. I'm not a fire, not a storm, just something soft that kept me warm. In the quiet light, I chose to stay. I let the hurt not lead the way. I won't run, I won't hide. I am safe in the quiet light. You look settled now, like you never broke. She wears the shoes you said you never own. Your laugh got louder, your hair looks clean. You look like the version you never were with me. And I tell my friends I'm really glad he's fine, but I bite my tongue every single time. Good for you, but I'm not. I still flinch when I hear your song. I wish you well, and I mean it too, but part of me hates how fast you moved. You hold her hand like it's always been hers, and smile like you forgot how we hurt. I keep my cool, but deep inside I still scream when they say you're doing fine. I post my life like it's all okay, but there's a part of me still outweigh. Good for you, but I'm not. I still pretend you're not what I want. I toast to love like I believe in it, but part of me breaks every time you commit. I should be proud you figured it out, but it stings you did it without me. Good for you and your brand new heart. You got closure while I fell apart. I hope she's kind and never doubts, but don't expect me to clap this out. say it's fine, but you don't hear what's not in line. You scroll your phone, I count the time. You're here with me, but not in mind. I share a thought, you're not too fast. I tell a joke, you let it pass. You're not cruel, but not quite near. You hold my hand, but not my fear. I'm still here, but still missing. You say love, but stop listening. Sleep so still, I watch the wall. I speak in dreams, you miss them all. You say we're fine, I smile, delay. You kiss my hair, then drift away. We share a bed, but not the weight. You show up, but not too late. And I'm still here, but still fading. You hold the form, but not the meaning. I kept the depth, you kept the name. We stay in touch, but not the same. You didn't leave, but you don't stay. You're in the room, but far away. I'm still here, still reaching through. You love the shell, but not the truth. You hold my hands, but miss my eyes. And that's the part I can't disguise. If you let me be rain, I'll fall where you go, soft on your shoulders, quiet and slow. I won't ask for sun all the time, just a place to touch your mind. You don't have to promise, just don't run fast. I'll keep in rhythm if you make it last. Let me be rain on your kind of sky. I don't need forever, just one honest try. I'll pour down gently, not drown or fade, just enough to help you stay. If you let me be wind, I'll pass through your door, carry your quiet and ask for no more. I'll write you in patterns the leaves repeat, and hum your name beneath my feet. You don't need to say you feel it too. I'll still move soft around you. Let me be rain when the heat feels tight. I'll cool your hands without a fight. I won't thunder or chase your sleep, just enough so your heart can keep. Not every love has to be loud. Some bloom slow in a softer sound. So let me be rain if you don't know yet. I'll fall and wait without regret. And if you turn and find me near, know I was always meant to be here. Know I was always meant to be here. I didn't cry, I didn't speak, I just watched you turn to her. Your hand fit hers like mine never did, and the smile on your face looked so easy. I stood where no one noticed me, but my chest felt everything. I told myself we ended, but the truth still stings. This heart, it breaks quietly. No screams, no scenes, just wait, I can't set free. You were mine once, and that still hurts me. Her laugh filled the space I used to call home, and you didn't flinch when she said your name. They don't know I was something too, they just see her with you. This heart, it breaks quietly, like glass in water, invisible but deep. You were mine once, and some things don't leave clean. And something don't leave clean. I say your name less now, but it still lingers in the back of my mouth. Like smoke, I tried to hold her words that hurt when they stay too long. Your sweater's gone, your books are boxed, but memory is cruel like that. It doesn't need a single thing to haunt a heart that still can't sing. They say move on, it gets better, but better doesn't feel like this. You're still in my mouth, like a song I never finished. Still under my skin, like a cut I never stitched in. Every time someone says you look okay, but they don't hear you whisper in the quiet part of day. You're still in my mouth and I still taste your name. I tried new lips, new city lights, but your shadow caught every flight. You're in the way my fingers shake when someone says, are you okay? You left, but forgot to take all the places you used to stay in me. You're still in my mouth, like truth I can't untangle. You're still in my chest, like breath I have to angle. I fake it fine, but in the space between the words I say, you still burn in the soft parts of the day. You're still in my mouth and I still taste your name. I used to check the sky before texting you, like clouds could carry answers. I wasn't brave enough to ask. You made me believe in signs, so I looked for them everywhere. But lately, the sky is just the sky, and that's a kind of freedom. I don't wait for lighting to tell me you still care. I stopped checking the sky. No more constellations to explain your distance. No more full moons to justify my tears. It was never about fate. You just left. I walk now without looking up too much. It's safer to focus on where I'm going. You don't need to be a storm to leave damage. And then I stopped checking the sky, because sometimes you have to look down to heal. And the clouds are just clouds again. you still care. I stopped checking the sky. No more constellations to explain your distance. No more full moons to justify my tears. It was never about fate. You just left. You laughed when I forgot my line, brushed it off like it was fine. You stayed when others walked away, never asked, just chose to stay. I never thought I needed much, but I flinched at every touch, until your hands were patient still, and somehow broke through what I willed. You never made me prove a thing, and that changed everything. You loved me so quiet, so sure I didn't see, but now every part of me wants to match your clarity. It's not a sudden fire, it's slow and strong and true. I didn't know it then, but I love you, me too. I watched the way you held my fear, like something soft you'd keep near. You never asked me to be brave, just waited at the edge and waved. And it hit me in the simplest way, like a whisper I couldn't push away. You loved me so quiet, so sure I couldn't see, but now every part of me wants to stand where you've been standing. I'm not afraid to fall if it's falling into you. I didn't know it then, but I love you, me too. You said you'd fight if there was a way, but silence was easier to say. We built a house out of maybes and mights, but couldn't sleep there at night. You looked at me like you still cared, but stepped away like I wasn't there. I felt the goodbye in your hand before you even let go. It's not that we don't love, we just don't know what to do with it. Not this time, not in this life. We wrote the song but never got the rhyme. You and I could have been right, but timing was the wall we couldn't climb. Not this time, maybe never. You kept the photos, I kept the blame, and neither one helps ease the pain. I tried to write it all down straight, but nothing felt the same. We weren't wrong, we just weren't enough. And maybe that's what hurts the most. Not this time, not in this life. We touched the spark but blew out the light. You and I could have been right, but some love myself. Just one more day. But I knew I already had you. Didn't ask for all of me, but I gave the part I swore I'd hide. You said you're safe, and somehow I believed it. It wasn't loud or sudden, just soft and steady. I let you in through the smallest crack. You didn't rush, you didn't knock, you just waited. I let you in without a promise, but with everything I'd left. I don't flinch when you say my name. I don't freeze when your hand reaches mine. I don't look back as much as I used to. I still carry the ache, but it doesn't own me now. I let you in the way light enters through morning quiet, but full. I let you in, and it feels like something I don't wanna lose. So stay if you mean it. You said hi, and I almost ran. Funny how fear still holds my hand. I forgot how to hold someone close without flinching, like it might explode. But you smiled and didn't rush, and I felt safe for the first time in months. I don't know what this could be, but you're not asking for guarantees. I'm learning how to let someone in without the ghosts pulling me thin. Not all love has to burn. Maybe this time I get to learn. You don't ask for more than now, and that's enough somehow. We talk about silly things, your movie pics, my mismatched rings. You don't ask where I've been, and that's the part that lets me begin. I stopped waiting for the storm. Sometimes love isn't torn. I'm to stay right here, to show up without fear. You don't fix me, you just see, and that's what healing means to me. Not all love has to burn. Maybe this time I get to learn. I still fold your side of the bed, like you're coming back even when I know you're not and haven't been. But letting go feels like a sin. I walk past where you'd wait for me, eyes straight ahead, but my heart still sees. I've told myself 100 times, but I keep hoping you'll reply. You don't haunt me like before, but you still knock on my memory's door. And I'm almost letting go, like water slipping through my hold. Your voice, it fades, but not all the way. Some days it leaves, some days it stays. I'm not broken, but I'm not whole, just tired of carrying what I can't control. So here I am, soft and slow, almost ready to let you go. I deleted our playlist last week, then cried when it played on repeat. Grief's a loop, not a line, and I'm walking mine. This isn't hate, this isn't love, just a quiet space where both show up. And I'm almost letting go. You don't visit like you used to, though. The ache is dull, the pictures blur. I'm not who I was with her. It's not goodbye, just moving slow, almost ready to let you go. The silence stayed longer than I did, and still felt warmer than you. You asked how I was, and I said, fine. With a smile I stole from last year. There was a pause where I almost told the truth, but I've learned how to leave without doors. I almost said it, your name burned the back of my throat. I almost let it fall like I used to so easily, but now my silence is louder than my love ever was. I walk past your street without looking, but I still feel it in my knees, like memories I started writing this last night when the rain hit just right. Your name came out of nowhere, it stayed like it had the right. I didn't mean to say too much, but silence makes a poet of love. And maybe this is selfish, but I needed to say it once. You won't read it, you won't know, but I'll write it just so I can let you go. Dear you, I still wear the hurt like it fits, like I earned every word. You left without a storm, but the silence was worse. I begged the sky, but it didn't reverse. So I'm writing this now with no one to send it to. A letter I'll fold and bury where I buried you. You probably don't think of me, not in the way I still do. I see you in secondhand jackets and songs I skip halfway through. I don't blame you for leaving, just for making it feel okay, like we didn't just end but slowly faded away. Maybe you were never mine, maybe that's the real line. Dear you, I loved you more than I said, but you didn't ask and I left it unread. You moved on and I stayed back, writing stories in the white between the black. So I'm writing this now with no one to send it to. A letter I'll fold and bury with the you I knew. I don't need to check the time, the sky already told me, and I'm not coming back. Our neighbors turn off their lights one by one, like they always do, but I still leave mine on, hoping the glow might pull you home, or at least make the silence feel less personal. You're the last light on my street, the one that used to wait for me. Every night felt like a promise until it didn't. Now every step I take towards sleep is a step away from who I was with you. I passed your friend on Tuesday. She said your name like it still belonged to me, but we both knew you gave it back without asking if I was ready. I still can't find that green shirt, the one you said felt like summer. Maybe you took it, or maybe I lost it, trying to forget. It's not the leaving that hurts the most, it's how quiet the world gets when someone forgets how to love you. So I keep the hallway light on, nothing moves. said I'd be careful. You said just feel. Now I'm knee deep in questions. You never tried to heal. I told myself to take it slow, but you were louder than I know. And now I don't know where I end and where your shadow begins. It felt like falling, but I never thought I'd hit the bottom. I'm too far in to pull back now. You said breathe, but taught me how to drown. It's not love if I can't sleep, but I keep showing up just to feel you leave. And I try to call it what it's not, but truth doesn't lie when your hands forgot. I'm too far in to not feel lost. I gave you soft, you turned it sharp. I wrote in color, you tore it apart. And you smiled like I was safe, but now I carry all your weight. And now who's safe? Oh, so buried away. You didn't ask for all of me, but you never told me to keep anything. I'm too far in to save myself. You said I care, then love someone else. It's not love if it breaks this deep, but I still lay down where you used to sleep. And I try to forget the cost, but I'm too far in to not feel lost. You used to say, talk soon, but I stopped keeping track. I let go of counting hours since you last reached out, deleted the message I never had the courage to send. You gave me so little, but I still called it hope. I'm not waiting anymore, not for answers or accidents, or maybe I sleep with both eyes closed. Now I don't check my phone for you. I used to plan what I'd say if you called, but I forgot the script. I changed my lock screen, you never noticed, but it mattered to me. This isn't cold, it's just quiet, and I'm finally okay with that. I'm not waiting anymore, I'm walking without looking back. You had your moment to ask me to stay, and you didn't. So this is me not waiting. our coat is gone, but somehow I still wear it in my mind. I changed the lock, moved the bed, cut my hair, stopped writing things I never said. But you still fill the spaces you left, and I tell them I'm okay, but there's air I still hold, like your name, your air I walk through, not heavy but still real, your air I breathe in, without thinking, without choosing, still feeling. I laugh now at things you'd hate, but somehow that makes me miss you more. Healing looks like forgetting, but it feels like remembering in slow motion. Your air I walk through, and I wish you were something I could touch, but you pass through me like light, and leave no shadow, only chill, only chill. You said you look different. I said I don't feel the same. You came back like it was still warm, like time was waiting for you. But I stopped counting long ago. You knocked on a door I locked from the inside. You came back to no one. I used to be there. I swear I held every word you didn't say.